Dude, the skip it is still my favorite part of that video. It makes me giggle every time I see it.
Apologies, everyone. I got a new camera I'm playing with, but for some reason I'm super bright.
Sunburn.
I don't know why I'm so sunburned. Hello, sunburn. So I'm playing with it. I probably should have played with it before now. So maybe I'll.
We expect nothing less of our tech guy.
Yeah, we got.
What's up, Misfit? Welcome, welcome. Angry Sarge.
Let's see if I can fiddle with it.
Misfit says, Wizard dance magic, Wizard
yes,
plus 1 level,
dude,
Wizard
I was
technique,
ready for you.
Wizard
I was ready for you. Hold on.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, get gear on. I'm so busy messing with the stupid camera. I didn't bother.
Get your gear on, you poser.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest right now. I didn't wash this straw, so I've been sitting down here in a beer bottle for a week.
Since last week.
Anything worse? That's worse.
It's gonna be all fermented.
Dude, it's worth it.
Nick says Walsh looks pasty.
Oh yeah, dude, and that thing
European
smells.
jeans.
Maybe it's this light above me. Hold on.
And that thing has an odor to it. Oh well, we're doing this.
Caleb says, "Oh no, this does not feel right. Where's Walsh's gear?"
Yeah,
right.
Sarge says, "Wizard plus 1 level, Wizard truth boots, Wizard taggers, Wizard demonies, Wizard dance magic."
Oh my
goodness. 1911 Drew says, "Good evening, all guys with hockey masks. Very cool." So I have a hockey mask.
Dude, I just want to say that your name is awesome.
Joe's a 1911 guy on our team, and that is a Casey Jones mask, which I guess is a hockey mask. Casey Jones plays hockey. So I'll admonish myself, 1911 Drew, welcome. For those of you that are new, we are Thin Line Defense. We're a gear review channel where we goof off. We give you guys insights from a civilian perspective, even though you just look worse, Walsh.
It's getting worse every time.
Yeah.
Hey, while they're talking, if you're new to the channel, throw down in the comments like how you stumbled upon us. Was it just like you were so bored and it popped up on your YouTube feed, or somebody told you about it, or what?
How did you end up? Oh no!
There you go. I fixed my camera.
Yeah.
I think.
Hold on.
Harry's in the house. He says, "Wizard dance magic, Wizard plus 1 level, Wizard
You guys are on it.
Wizard
you guys have no idea.
Wizard tact Gareth. Raw cookie dough's in the house. What's up?
You guys have no idea on the week that I've had and the day that I've had. You guys are on it.
Not Jason. Supporting the Pockets of War and a new patch. Check that out.
I never put my stuff on.
Oh, it's a patch. It's a patch within a patch. What?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I guess I should do that.
So you're wearing Audi gear?
Yeah, this is an Audi gear LBZ OBT plate carrier.
Did you come up with any more acronyms for it?
Yeah. I'm
going with it stands for something. I just can't remember. Low vis overt plate carrier, something like that. The dude he said, "I'm setting up my new M81 Ferro Sling to go with my M81 HCM holster for my H&K." The dude rocking it with God's plaid.
Ooh.
Awesome. I'd love to see some pictures. Dude, if you guys are unaware, we do have a Discord channel. I will drop a link in our chat here. But if you're not a member, we'd love to have you there. And the dude, I'd love to see some pictures of that. I'm a M81 fan. 1911 Drew says, "Thanks for the comments." So again, going back to kind of who we are, we're a gear review channel, but Thursday night is our night to kind of give back to. Let's mute Walsh. How do we mute Walsh?
Yeah,
he already did.
Do
okay.
that.
We give back to you guys, so it's a chance for us to listen to what you guys do. We try to talk about videos that we did over the past week, but it always goes off the rails after about 10 minutes, and then we just start answering questions from you guys. So good to have you here. Nick Barr, I think we answered. I don't know if Walsh did. So I have the Audi Gear low-vis overt plate carrier with some super thin, hard 3/8 armor plates that are in here.
They came in?
No, they're not those ones. I bought another set. These ones came in. Super lightweight. They're like I think they're £1 each. But they
Dude,
smell.
where did you get them from? And I want to shoot them.
I'll send you a couple plates. So
Yes.
3A is pistol only.
Yeah.
So okay, Walsh. What does Walsh have on?
I'm super pasty. I got to figure this camera out. So
Dude, I don't care. I'm just amazed that you're in your backyard right now.
So,
Leave
yeah.
it alone.
So what's funny is I actually said it. I got a picture with my thumb in the camera too. So it's like yeah. Here we are. We're in the yard. So this is Javelin Concepts. This is the AJAC. It's really awesome. I got all kinds of cool stuff that I'm going to show you guys later. The biggest thing, you guys ready to geek out on this? Look at this. Look at this. You ready? Watch this.
Oh, backpack.
So I've been playing with their rear pack that's actually like detachable. So
I don't like you wearing detachable packs, dude.
It's pretty easy to access though. That's kind of cool.
Because then you can actually put your own stuff in there. The whole point of you wearing a backpack is so I could put my stuff in there. When you're like, hey, I don't need the Leatherman on my front. Hey, Joe, put this in my backpack for me, and then I could like stuff my fruit roll-ups in there with it.
Like, I got a knife back there. Like, no, man, this is a bunch of fruit roll-ups back there.
Yeah, and then I could be like, hey, Walsh, went 10 mile into the ruck march. I could be like, hey, Walsh, let me get that Leatherman. I need to tighten this screw.
So Joe, what plate carrier are you wearing?
He was saying the LA police gear low vis.
So Misfit says Hellcat trigger. That's what got him hooked on our channel. And he's
Hell yeah, that was my video, dude.
Yeah, Misfit's one of the OGs.
Suck it.
Super OG.
Suck it, Walsh. Suck it, Jason.
Raw Cookie Dough says, I looked up Spiritus Fanboy and he found our channel.
Yep, that's true.
1911 Drew says it was a gear reviews that hooked me, which became the Belt Review channel.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
I don't Belt Review channel.
Oh, Walsh has put on the plates. It's serious now.
Yep.
I can't get this
There
camera.
you go.
So I may as well do something.
Elbinsonator says new, just saw it and clicked in. What would you say we do here? We don't do a lot here. Elbinsonator.
No. This is pretty much
Try
it.
to have fun.
We've dressed up.
We literally read your comments and just talk. That's it.
We haven't we're supposed to talk about the videos we did this week, but we don't ever do that because nobody ever wants to talk about that because we've talked about it for 20 minutes already.
Yeah. And we have some of the best viewers on YouTube, and they're like actually in the comments and talking. Like, we don't even need to be here. Really, this is just a chat for all the cool people out on YouTube right now. We can just sit here in silence and let y'all talk to each other amongst each other in the comments.
1911 Drew says the Agilite kit reviews really helped me make some informed decisions. You know, it was kind of interesting for those of you that weren't here when we were talking about our experience at SHOT Show. That was the one video series that we heard about the most from people that we ran into at SHOT Show that recognized Walsh. A vast majority of them were like, I loved your K19. Guys, employees at Hollow Sun, employees. We had some police officers from different areas around the nation that would come up to us and say, yeah, I actually went and checked out the Agilite booth because of Walsh's review. So good to have you on here.
This is awesome. But oddly enough, I don't know why nobody recognized not Jason.
Like, oh yeah.
It was kind of funny when we were talking to them because they were like, "Who are you? You're the camera guy or what?" And I was like, "Have you ever seen the dude with the mask?" Like, "Oh, that's you."
Yeah, but really, they were thinking it was me.
Yeah, probably. Nick says, "This is a fashion sub. I need a high vis plate carrier."
What is this dude?
I wonder if we can I tell you what, so Audi here, I mean, this is pretty high vis, this Poppies of War print. They actually coming out with another print that's like Miami Vice meets Tiger Stripe, and I want one. I'm going to get one when they finally start making it. Just because. Gosh, Walsh, you're
turn that off.
Like, it's just
turn that light off. Turn it off.
How to make?
You're fine.
Hey,
no, turn that light off.
This off?
Turn it off. Yes,
off. Says, I'm glad Walsh is still with us. GBRS must be bust in Ukraine.
Perfect.
K-Sizzle, what's up, K-Sizzle? Good to have you. Gen Z, now this is a video that I love. Gen Z probably says, I found y'all's channel when Joe did the torture test on the Olight. So there's two videos that I have watched of our own that I have watched probably a dozen times each. Joe's torture test on the Olight, and one of my favorite lines is the bird stealing my fruit roll up. And you're like, "Get back here, bird!" You throw your light, and then Walsh's review of the Thing 1, Thing 2.
It wasn't that mean.
It was pretty mean.
No, I think you're honest. I just wish that. Whatever. I'm leaving.
So we were asking about why people, how do people find us? Quarantine Catholic says it was asking you to take off those scary masks, and your explanation that got me hooked on the chat. The gear reviews and honesty got me hooked. The kindness on Discord got me to donate. We appreciate that, Quarantine Catholic. So Quarantine Catholic, it was a funny night. We were doing our live chat. She jumped in, and we never seen her comment before, and she just commented like, "You guys need to take your masks off. Those are scary."
Yeah, what's up with the mask?
Yeah, we had told her like, this is the reason why we do it, and of course we're always like 10 to 15 minutes behind the chat. So by the time we read that, it's 15 minutes have gone by, and I forgot who it was, if it was Joe or Paul. It was like, Joe was like, "She's gone," and she was like, "Oh, I'm still here. I love listening to you guys." So she jumped into our Discord, and I feel like it's been amazing having her on there. She has great questions. The community really comes together and helps her out.
The community has absolutely helped her out, which is awesome. And that's why I say we have the best people on YouTube right here in this channel, and I'm not talking about us three. I'm talking about everybody in the comments.
And there's some great stuff too, like some great questions that she asked that I'm thinking to myself, oh, you know what, I don't know the answer to that. And so it's great to see other folks jump in and me learn as well.
Yeah, and it's like if you've ever worked on a car, right? And if you're good at working on a car, people inevitably call you. And they're like, "Hey, this is happening with my car." Well, it could be 10 different things, or it actually could be 25, but I only know 10 of them. So it's awesome putting minds together. Like, no, actually, you're dumb, and it's actually X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know if Walsh knows this story. Joe, I don't even know if he remembers this. So Joe and I, we met in 2009, and we went to a law enforcement academy together.
I do know that, so I'm with you so far.
We drove for like days down to this academy, and probably
3 days
to the academy. He's in my car. I had this old like '98 Camry, and we're driving around, and he was like, "Bro, how long have your wheel hubs made this noise?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Dude, your bearings are bad." Really? And so I ordered new bearings. He had this like backpack that had all these tools in it. So he shows me how to change a wheel hub on one side, and then he watches me change the wheel hub on the other side. And then we drove it around. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so much quiet."
It's quiet now. I can turn the radio down now. Yeah. And then that's when you bought those like, they weren't true black. They were like a dark gray wheel covers. Yeah, at Walmart, and we put those on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Red Celt says, Red Celt? I'm going to say Celt. Walsh's Axel Eclipse belt got me in. Him crapping on Spiritus kept me hooked.
Yes.
Keeps
welcome.
Red Celt.
Dude, I love hearing these stories. Is it just me?
Walsh's Cry SBC with the Eagle Ergo still your number one choice?
It depends on what you're doing. Mission dictates gear. If you are doing a load bearing plate carrier, I would say the SPC and the Eagle Ergo, or the Javelin with the Eagle Ergo with the structural cummerbund. Like basically if you have a structural cummerbund, you need to use the Eagle Ergo. Otherwise, you can do this one. Actually has the elastic cummerbund because it's not designed for weight load bearing. So it depends on what you're doing. That is my favorite one. That's my favorite one for load bearing. Yes. So
we got a super chat. Ironside Army, $2 super chat. He says Magnet Song.
I don't even know them. What was it? Magnets. I think that's it.
Dude, he probably sent that $2 to buy an energy drink after last week.
Yeah, we were dying.
Dude, I was dead.
We're like, I guess we're done.
I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I worked a 12-hour shift.
Patrick Henry says, I just picked up some stuff from Agilite and HRT. So not only do we like their gear, but we like the people that work at those companies. So glad you're supporting them. We love those guys. Les, Boaz, all the guys at Agilite, and then the Chris and the guys at HRT, great companies to work with.
Did you use our discount code?
We don't have a discount code with either one of them.
Dang it. Send them an email and say that they should have a discount code.
We're working on it. But yeah.
1911 Drew says, Walsh's review is what drove me to purchase a K19. Heard that a lot.
Nice.
It's a great. I bought a K19 because of Walsh's review.
I want the L back, dude.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
for HRT. It looks good.
And what's funny is, so I even like, sometimes I like don't know if I'm just blowing smoke, and I'm like, Jason, okay, was the K19 as good as I say? Like, is it as comfortable as I say? And he's like, dude, it's super, super comfortable. Yeah. Okay, good.
Not just 16. I had 8-pound steel plates, front and back in that thing, 8 pounds each. Then I had my 3 AR mags, 2 pistol mags. Like, that thing is stupid comfortable. I wore it around for like 3 hours. No problems.
Maybe. Dang.
California conservative in the house. What's up? Good to have you on, buddy. Case Sizzle says, when is that comms video coming out, Walsh?
Which one?
Never.
I think I promised like 5 different comms videos.
Yeah.
Which one are you wanting to see?
The Mesh-tastic one. This is something I'm super interested in too.
Not too long. So Jason's got this weekend. Joe and Jason are this weekend coming up, and then I'll have next weekend. Not that one. Hopefully
2 weeks
one
after that.
Yeah, hopefully 2 weeks after my next set. Hopefully I can do that. Because that Mesh-tastic one is cool.
What up?
I gotta fix this.
Mosdrack says Red Kelp nailed it on how I got here and stayed here. So it's the Axle Eclipse belt and crapping on Spiritus.
Nice.
Nick Barr says, we appreciate the info and reviews. Keep up the good work. Walsh helped me purchase my first chest rig. Boo. Boo.
Swap that out for a plate carrier.
We're just kidding, Nick.
Like, what you use it for?
Zach says, wizard them knees, cleaning, but also listening.
Thank you.
So Zach, he changed his profile picture so it's sideways?
No, it's always been like that.
Has it? Oh,
yeah,
I noticed it the other day.
You just don't know our viewers as well as Joe and I do. Clearly.
Yeah, I just have to do this to actually see it.
So yeah, Joe's on his phone. And for those of you that are unaware, we do a drinking game, and I think this is only for members that can do this, right? Drop these emojis.
No.
Anybody can?
Yeah, maybe.
So there's these emojis.
I thought you meant the drinking game. I'm like, no, everybody participates in a drinking game.
No. So there's these emojis on YouTube, and StreamYard, when it pops up, this is an emoji, this wizard them knees. But on YouTube, it'll show an actual emoji of a wizard, I think with his like bony knees, right?
That works.
So anytime I read those off, Joe takes a drink. And here we go, guys.
I limit myself.
Yes. It says, you should always be a student. Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard Dem Knees, Wizard Tackers, Wizard Truth Boogs, Wizard +1 level, Wizard Dem Knees, Wizard. Caleb, it happens the same with geeks and nerds. If people know you have tech understanding, they think you know everything about computers.
You do.
And so
that's been our problem with Walsh for like the last how many years, Walsh? At least 10 years. That's been our problem. Like, he changed out a graphics card, and I'm like, oh, perfect. He's our guy. He's our guy.
I guess that's my role now.
Yeah, it's like, Walsh, I let the white smoke out of my computer. How do I fix it?
Change the smoky bit.
Hey, the dude says M81 Pharaoh and HM holsters up on Discord. We gotta check that out.
I don't have Discord on the new computer. I have the old one.
Says Wizard Dem Knees, Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard Truth Boots, Wizard +1 level, Wizard Tactical.
Thank you.
Ooh, Richard Harris says HRT shipping is lagging big time. Sad.
Ooh.
That's no
Harris,
you know why? You know why?
Because
everybody's getting them tax returns, dude.
Oh, probably. Harris, shoot me a message. Try to send to our Thin Line Defense Gmail. Let me know your order number. I'll hit up HRT directly for you. We got a good contact over there. We'll see if we can do help you out.
Yeah, no promises, but
Red Celt says, I pronounce it Celt. Have since I was a kid. Most of the historians I've heard pronounce it that way too.
Not when I did it on YouTube. I said Red Celt. I was like, it's probably Celt, but it's funnier if I say it wrong.
Walsh, any info on the unheard of javelin dangler?
Not yet, but it's probably going to interface with this bad boy.
Yeah.
Weird.
Rock Cookie Dough says apparently the LBAC is going to be around $500.
Okay, but remember what it does. So it's a carrier like a Cry SPC with an Eagle Ergo on it. Cry SPC is like $220. The Eagle Ergo is like $170. You're not wildly outside of that range for what it does. And the two things are integrated instead of just you mashing them together.
I'll wait until Walsh gets a discount code.
Case says you can tell it's comfy just by looking at it.
Yeah, dude, that's what sold me on it. Like, is Walsh and not Jason video from SHOT Show? Like, I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna deck out actual plate carrier and for load bearing and everything else, I think that's the one I want to go with.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait for Walsh to review it and then be like, it's great or it's terrible. And then I'll know.
So what's funny is there's mostly like all videos have one of two extremes. I either like talk it up like the best thing I've ever seen, or it's like destined for the fireplace. There's only two places to go, like the mantle or the fireplace.
Yeah.
By fireplace, you mean eBay.
Red Celt says, I'm definitely getting my Dangler pouch based off of Walsh's reviews, mostly because he's the only one on YouTube reviewing them. I got a Dangler.
That is true.
Tracer Tactical Dangler that's coming.
The Duff one? That one's really good.
Yeah, the Duff.
I really like that.
That's like, oh, who's reviewing fanny packs? Like, no.
The inline defense guys are.
Yeah. Hey, there's a market for that. Nick Barr says, what night vision do you guys have? The one God gave me.
Yeah.
Flashlight. Right. No, I have a flashlight. That's my night vision.
Yeah, where's my flashlight?
Olight.
Everyone with a light. The flashlight.
Right there. There's my night vision. No, Walsh has a, what is it? PBS 14?
Not yet. So they're coming in, but I'll have some L3 Harris filmed PBS 14s. Thin filmed. So not Harris, L3.
Jake can't join your drinking game today, Joe. He says, I would gladly join in. However, the sheriff's office frowns about drinking on duty.
Yep, they sure do. Hey, but kudos to you for listening to us at work.
That's like sitting in the sheriff's office and be like, what the hell are these three idiots you're watching doing? Like,
yeah, right.
Just listen to them. They know what they're talking about. Look at these morons.
Yeah.
Just know whatever sheriff's office you work at, we're not in your jurisdiction. So just tell them that. Be like, don't worry, they're not in our jurisdiction. And
or if
your supervisor will be like, oh, good.
So if we are, we'll come over there and record from the station.
So Gen Z Prepper, best thing I did was I got a job at I'm guessing FLETC. We call it Fleetech, where they train cops and I get paid to be the bad guy. The SWAT team shoots. I've learned so much about CQB and tactical stuff.
Dude, you are part of the red team at FLETC?
You may have known you the whole time. You may have shot at him before and not even realize.
Bro, he's a role player at FLETC. No joke.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
Gen Z.
Yeah. How long have you worked there? When's the last time I had FLETC? No, I was at FLETC 3 years ago. Within the last 3 years, I don't have FLETC.
Were you doing PSD?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, PSD. Like, they made me go through it again. Yeah, of course I shot somebody, dude. You shoot everybody there.
Wizard Truth Boogs, Wizard Tack Girth.
Oh,
I almost shot a lady with a baby because she wouldn't stop.
How do I find the wizard emojis? I don't know if you have to be a member or not.
You do. So you have to be a member. So part of being a member is you have access to those special like thin line defense emojis and special things, and we kind of make the wizard thing a running joke because there's certain people it really pisses off, and it makes me happy.
But know that YouTube's rule, I think, right? YouTube rule, not ours, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, not our. Yeah. If I could give them the emojis, I just give them to them.
Yeah, because then I would just be drunk. I'll go in there and release it to everyone.
Yeah, so we try to make our membership cheap, and then like every month you can have like a little icon. And to be honest with you, sometimes me and Jason can't get to all the comments. The members get prioritization. Like we almost always reply to those. Everybody else we try to get to, but it's just not always the case. So
yeah, we try to keep it to an hour, and we haven't been able to do that for like the last 6 months. So
hour and a half. I thought the new time was an hour and a half.
It basically is. So yeah, at about an hour and 15 minutes, we switched to just members only chats. But we still got time. So throw your chats in the comments.
Throw it up there.
Mike Costanza says it was Walsh's review of Primary Arms SLX 6 scope Gen 3 that got me to watch all your past and present videos. It's a great scope.
We love that scope. Like we're all like, which one do you like better? We're like, we love that one.
Yeah.
Toxic Gamer says, any new gear you guys will be posting? So I guess it define new. New as in we haven't shown it on the channel, or like new as in newly released?
Because we have
if it's the former, we have a lot of new stuff we're going to show.
Like, what do you want to see at this point?
What do you want to see? Yeah, we've resorted to Bane masks and fanny packs. Like we're kind of out of stuff.
We got removable bags. We got Bane masks. Can't show you that. I got all kinds.
Can't show you that. That will get us banned. That will get us banned.
Yeah. California Conservative says, I have been so far behind the curve on the gear side of things. You guys have opened a can of worms here. The wife mostly blames Walsh, though. Good. So do we.
Yeah, so, I'm more about guns.
So this is a Primary Arms. This is one of their new PLX scope mounts. I'm going to be comparing this against the Unity Tactical and the Scalar Works to kind of see some of these.
That's really cool.
Mounts. Yeah.
Do you know who else needs a scope mount?
I have one. It's in the box. I need to send to you. It's been sitting there for like
3 months.
Literally over 6 months. Over 6 months.
You know what makes me real sad? This TNVC sent me this today and made me super sad. Here is my wrap. It's my wrap for my PBS 14s. But I don't have them.
So yeah, Caleb's answering only to those paid supporters of the channel, the ones with the icon next to their name. When does Walsh have to enter WITSEC following up his GBRS belt review?
I probably should be in there now. Like, to be honest, some big guy's going to come barreling into my house.
Right.
Luckily, he uses a VPN. You use a VPN, don't you?
Yeah.
No. I was listening to some people. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead.
It's unrelated.
He is in WITSEC. That's why he put the green screen in our backyard to throw off the bad guys.
No idea. No idea where I
am. Too funny.
Should have Unity Tactical Omni mount next week.
Nice. Dang.
No, I think he said the date. He'll have
the release date.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. That'd be cool.
My favorite libertarian. He says, anyone else get in on the Cloud Defense MCH launch? My full-size ODG high Candela single output just arrived. Nice, dude.
Yeah, I have one. I just posted it on our Instagram. I got the Rain 2.0 mini. I have the Rain 1.0, the larger one. So I got the 2.0 and the mini. So we can show those off too.
Jake says, if y'all want to come to North Carolina, come on.
Yeah.
Is he Misfit in North Carolina too?
Jacob, dude, after the temperature today and working outside in them, I might go to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So Gen Z says, yeah, he's at Fletsy. He just started there about a month ago.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love it. Role playing there is awesome. I'm so happy for you. I just want to say, because you're not gonna hear this a lot, I just want to say thank you for doing that, because it really adds to the training. Like, and don't be afraid to like think outside the box. I mean, don't get in trouble, obviously, but that's the type of training that just puts it at the next level. You know. Like, I literally had this lady, she had a baby, like, in the weird holder. It wasn't real baby, obviously, but she went chasing it down, but she wasn't being, physical or violent. So I just stood in the door frame and didn't let her pass. And she was having none of it. Like, she hit me with her body, if you know what I'm saying. And I was just like, no, I'm not moving from the door frame. But it made me think, like, what would happen in real life. So thank you for doing that. It's a thankless job, and I just want to thank you.
He says, so far I've died like over 100 times, but I've been able to shoot a lot of SWAT guys. It's just overwhelming for us when they come through the breaching door. I genuinely love it.
Sounds like a good retirement
Red
job.
Celt says, is that membership thing different than Patreon? Yeah, so the membership is YouTube membership.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We're actually going to talk about this, and I'm not going to steal Wilson thunder, but if you want to switch from Patreon to YouTube and help us out in that way, go for it. We're not gonna cry over spilt milk. It's the same regardless. So if you want to switch over and get all the emoji, then please do.
Yeah. So, and I'll say originally we did Patreon, and then we kind of switched over to the YouTube membership. So the Patreon side, I'm still trying to update it, but I think you get more cooler stuff with the YouTube membership where we do like live chats, and we're going to be able to, you can come in and do live chats. We can just do members only. We usually do it like I do one a month, and then Jason does one a month. I'm sure Joe would get in and do one too. But that way you can just interact with us individually and ask questions in a really, really small setting. You get cool emojis. You get the cool icons next to you. You don't really get any of that in Patreon. I don't want to say no to anybody that's on Patreon, but Patreon's more like if you want a direct line to communicate with us, that's where Patreon's a little bit better. Like if you want to have a direct act, like if someone sends me a Patreon message, I'm probably going to go find a computer and reply to them in less than a minute. I'll be honest with you, because I know those people are paying to support us, and I want to give back to them. So Patreon's more of a direct access to me. I mean, really, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas the
YouTube being more ingrained into thin line defense community as a whole, like all of us, including everybody in the chat. So
yeah. So if you're only part of the community, I guess the YouTube membership. But if you want to get to me, or like if you ask me a question, I don't know, I'm gonna ask Jason and Joe probably immediately and answer your question very quickly. So they're two different things, kind of, but yeah.
So Gen Z says, yeah, I'm actually sort of kind of confident if I someday have to use my gun because I get trained along with the SWAT guys.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
If you die enough time, you become immortal, right? Like you'd be so good. Like, man, I've gotten killed in this scenario 100 times.
Good old Fleet Tech. Hopefully you live down there your whole life, because the no-see-em are gonna tear you up, dude. They're gonna tear you up this summer. And watch for gators. We had that pet one. Remember, Jason? We had that pet alligator living in the ditch.
Have nightmares about the turtle.
Dude, I saw a video about that the other day, and it made me laugh so hard remembering you trying to get that stupid turtle out of the road.
Yeah, I was trying to do. Does Walsh know this story?
I think so. Can I tell it? Can I tell it?
Joe tells it way better than I do. Even
okay, so we're driving down the road. I forget what we were in. We might have been in my truck, or okay, we were in my truck. We're driving down the road, and there's this turtle in the middle of the road. And I'm an animal lover. I'm like, man, that turtle's gonna get ran over. We should save it. And not Jason was like, yeah, we should. So we pull over on the side of the road. I put my hazards. We're super safe. And then we go up to the turtle. And not Jason was like, I want to save it. And I'm like, go for it, dude. And he's like, how do I pick it up? And I'm like, I don't know much about turtle, but I think you just grab it by the shell on the sides. And he's like this? And I'm like, yeah, like that. So you go to pick it up, and this thing bucks. Like you wouldn't believe inside of its shell, dude. It went like this high off the ground, and it just like violently bucks in there. It's like,
it's
dude,
spun like 180.
Yeah. And he like lets it go, and just the inertia of it spins it 180 degrees, and then he comes out of his shell, and he's super pissed. Like, dude, I'm sitting here sunbathing, and you're screwing with me. And then Jason tried it like 3 more times, dude, and I am dying laughing because I don't know what kind of turtle it is, dude. We're in Georgia. Like, I don't know anything about Georgia. Like, yeah, he was bigger than a dinner plate. Like, he was big. And, you know, snapping turtles normally have a sharp beak or whatever. I didn't really see that, but it could have been some type of snapping turtle. But it stank, and he just kept bucking at Jason, and Jason was getting so mad. And for people that don't know, Jason in religion, he tried to, you know, revert from not cursing and stuff like that. He was saying curse words, and I was just losing it. Like, I almost peed my pants. I'm laughing so hard, dude. And then here comes traffic, and we're trying to move out of the way of traffic, and I can't even stand upright and walk because I'm laughing so hard. And then finally, not Jason, just used the side of my foot, and I'm like, you stupid turtle, I'm trying to save your beep, 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 life, and like all kinds of stuff. And he uses the side of my foot, and he pushes them off of the road, and turtle was saved.
Yep.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't just wing him off the side of the road.
And everybody
I might have
that ever
taken a
tried to
little
pick
hard.
up a turtle and a bucked and laughing right now because they know what it means. They know what we're talking about. Everybody that hasn't, you're like, all right, next
What?
topic.
Yeah.
Just Google it, bucking turtle.
Great. Good day. Good day. Shadow Mancom 200 says, your guys' thoughts on Midwest industry stuff.
I'll run it.
Yeah,
I love their stuff.
I think you
have-
hand guards.
I think you have two tiers. You have two tiers. You have like really, really bad. Everybody else in the middle, which is like a ton of people. Why am I so red? Oh, I gotta fix this.
Why did you say 2 tier when you're about to name off 3?
No, okay, 3 tiers. But I mean, 3. Yeah,
It's
the
like
top,
2A,
the top
Joe.
with like a couple people. The bottom, which is a couple people, BCA, and then there's a whole bunch of crap all in the middle. So I think they're in the middle, like to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's coming from a guy that I would run it because it'd actually be an upgrade to some of the stuff that I have. Like, I would use one of their handguard and replace the Acme machining handguard that I have on my precision rifle.
Yeah, it's the best though. 'Cause having a wish handguard on your long range rifle, shooting at 1,000, like it's like the biggest. I don't know.
F you
just
to
butt punch to all
my
these
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
ego.
No, the
idiots.
biggest FU on that gun, a $350 optic.
No,
And using
the $12 bipod is the biggest middle finger because there's so like I got a bipod over here, it costs like $400, and you have a $12 one. It's like, bro, I'm hitting steel at 1,000 all day. Like, what the hell? Good old CD life.
Yeah. Orange 9. What's up, Orange 9?
Ooh, we got that sweet that orange shadow too.
Yeah. Misfit says, I thought the release date was the 15th.
Oh, talking about the Omni? I don't know.
Bane mask and fanny packs. OMG, I'm dying. Too funny.
Well, we're a bunch of idiots.
My favorite libertarian says, my favorite, not Jason's plate carrier is Hot Fire. Yeah, it is.
That's my favorite. Anyway.
No, my favorite libertarian. That pincher placard video went burr. They are sold out. So they are in stock if you're willing to risk it and go and order it over at botash.com. They do have them in stock.
Bootash. They're going to get more. I could probably, if you want to find out when they're going to have more, let me know. We love those.
I love mine, by the way. Oh, and for those of you that had asked, I haven't answered comments on YouTube. AK mags don't really fit unless you're running them with bullets, facing up. I don't know how to say that. Magazine base plate down. They'll fit in the pincer placard. Gen 3 P mags fit, but it's really, really hard to get them in. Gen 2 P mags, Lancer P mag or Lancer mags, steel mags. Those are all fine.
The Gen 3 and the AK mags have the same problem where they have like a little notch, like a little ridge on the back side on one of the ribs to just make it not work correctly.
Yep.
I was told to never run my mags like that, but it's probably all for wrong reasons. So
run your mags like what?
Where the projectiles are up.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. The only way that you can get the AK mag in there is to do that. So really, they don't really work in there. Yeah.
So they don't work.
And Gen 3P mags don't work.
Yeah, because if you bang on a mag, like if you really bang on, you can pop the rounds up. Some people show
right, but like dirt and debris get in there, and then I come from a world that like half of my deployments are ammo actually accountable. So like they gave you all of the ammo, and you had to strip every round and count them all out and turn every single round in.
Yeah, you put them in the block.
So
block
like,
them.
Yeah.
12 Bravo Tech says, "Yo, you bums! Why did I
What's
miss?"
up?
Why?
I think why did I miss? What?
I don't know why you missed it either.
Yeah,
you missed the turtle story.
He isn't good at mine.
Kentucky windage probably. Orange 9
Wizard
says,
Dance Magic, Wizard them knees.
Compact 7.5 FK PSD. I don't. Do you know those acronyms?
What?
No, what? I don't know what that means.
The Compact 7.5 FK PSD? Palmetto State Dagger?
You have a 7.5 inch. You have a 7.5 inch dagger? That's crazy.
Compact.
He'll tell us. I'm sure he'll tell us.
7.5 Fairy Knights.
Fairy Knights?
I have to look this up.
Prancing sideways
deer.
FAPSD.
I've heard good things about Midwest. I have several of their handguards. They just came out with a new, like a drop-in trigger. I don't know how new it is, but I haven't seen it before. It looks nice.
This?
The tablecloth shave his head? No, I did not. PSD multi-caliber pistol. Is it a 7.5 FK?
Yeah. It uses the standard 7.5 FK multi-calibre magazine. They're fancy. They're French.
Oh no, I wouldn't buy a multi-caliber pistol. I'd buy 2 pistols.
Yeah, for that price, $17.50. I'd buy.
Oh, I'd buy
pistols.
5.
I'd buy a staccato.
Yeah, that's true. Misfit says Midwest is high value, solid mid-tier stuff.
Yeah.
Raw Cookie Dough says, I saw a turtle on the road one time, so I pulled over to help him cross. Long story short, turtles spray out of their 5 holes in their shell when ran over. The shower was needed when the car hit him.
Oh no, dude! At least you tried.
Oh yeah.
At least you tried.
At least you tried. Dang.
Oh, this is good.
What is that
For Disney fans. So Orange 9 says 7.5 millimeter. FK Bruno, and K Sizzle says we don't talk about Bruno.
It's like only people with kids. Everyone without kids are like, I don't know why we don't talk about Bruno.
Or grandkids.
Yeah, grandkids. Yeah.
Joe, have you seen Encanto yet?
Mm-mm.
You gotta watch that. It's good.
It's a good one.
There's a song that they sing where they don't talk about their uncle Bruno. Tio Bruno.
Oh wait, yes, I have. I've seen that. Yes, I have.
I was like, you got
what did you say? What did you ask me?
If you've seen Encanto.
What did you ask?
Encanto.
Yeah, I have. We don't talk. Yeah, Bruno with the sand room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a good one, dude. I like all the Disney movies.
12 Bro says, yo, when are we due for a new insignia? It's got to be soon. I think it upgrades every month.
I think it's every month. I think it's every month. And then like after 6 months,
you
got the long pole to the level 100. You got a cool one. You have to be there for a while.
Way to let the cat out of the bag. Like, get back in there, cat.
Get back. Okay, so we're getting low on comments. Jason, do we want to talk on gear we did this
low
week?
on comments? Yeah. What?
We are.
What the heck?
What did we talk about this week?
I'm keeping it's HRT
Sporran Dangler. I like that one a lot. I kind of like the Danglers. We're going to show this later.
Well, it's like you and the flea in your pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really did like that one. But obviously, it's more of a military angle, and I think that's where we kind of separate from HRT, where we don't give them a whole bunch of love, but just because their angle is so much more military and team based. But we're going to show some cool Danglers later too that can become fanny packs. I think those are my favorite Danglers, are the ones that are really good at like plate carrier Danglers, and then can also be fanny packs.
And you can stop carrying her purse. It's a European shoulder bag.
you just stuff all our stuff in here.
It was a gift.
If you wear a fanny, I don't know what I would really put in a fanny pack, but I don't know. Cool stuff, I guess. But I like the HRT. I thought the HRT one was going to be worse than it was because it opens from the top. You always see those ones that open like from the front, and I thought that was going to be way worse. But the fact that you could just tilt it up and get everything, I was like, oh, actually, I thought this was going to be a bigger problem than it actually was. So, kind of surprising. Was there anything on? What did you guys like about the GBRS belt? Anything on that setup that you like? Do you guys like the magnets?
Are you asking us?
Yeah, asking you guys.
So, full honesty, I haven't watched it yet.
So
I'm so behind.
You're supporting the channel.
I'm behind. You don't understand the week that I've had. I'll tell you after we're done.
All the stuff that you're talking about, like what you did you like these pouches? You're like, yeah, everything that's not GBRS, I liked. Like all the non-GBRS.
I haven't even shown you the worst part of that belt. Honestly, the outer belt isn't bad. The outer belt is functional. That's not the worst part. Like I haven't shown you.
The magnet things on the S-Tac pouches are pretty cool. If I was an EOD guy and I needed easy access to my multi-tool so I could cut wires to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't know why else I would use that though. Why would I have magnets on my mag pouches?
I'm with you. I was kind of showing options. Some of that stuff with like I like the mag pouch I had that had the shotgun shell holders. I was like, well, I don't even have a shotgun, but this was on sale.
And so, like for me, because one of the weapons that we could choose if we were going to be doing room entries or something, or warrants, we would take Remington 870. So I do keep on my duty plate carrier, I keep 6 shotgun shells on there, 6 slugs. So having something on my belt.
Slugs?
Yeah, slugs, dude.
To breach doors, or why are you using slugs and not?
It depends. I guess if we're going to be doing a room entries, then we'll do number 4 buck. But if we're going to be going out to a farm or something like that, where we have some distance we have to cover, I'll take slugs.
Yeah. And Walshoey's ends up costing me money, dude. So I'm trying to wean myself off of this. Like, I'm still waiting. I don't even know what brand they are. I don't know anything about them. But you got some mag pouches from SHOT Show that I want to see.
Ooh.
That's the one I want to see.
Those are the ones from Valhalla Tactical, and actually working with HRT. And those are actually prototypes. So we actually talked with them, and there's some very small changes they're going to make on making them a little bit better. But we actually gave them some feedback. They're going to be improving those. But
I
want to see those ones.
Walsh was complaining. They hurt my fingers. Ow.
Stop costing me money. Dude, I'm serious. Like, I'm an impulsive buyer. So, like, oh, you did the belt review, and I ordered it, and then I complained about not getting it in for 3 months, right? I have yet to actually use it.
But it's a great belt. That's the problem. Like,
dude, it's still sitting right here where it's been for 3 months. Like,
dude, like, I wish Walsh was wrong. I wish the crap he would sell me was garbage, but it's really good.
Yeah. I really like it. I just need to go out and use it.
Does anyone actually have their attack pack belt yet? Like, I don't know what's happening to it. No.
Yeah, mine.
You have mine. No, not that one. The new one. I'll just message them right now and be like, hey.
Sucker.
Oh, yeah. Mine's the shooter belt that I've had for a while.
Yeah, I want the Reaper belt.
So actually, I was talking to the guy that made that lightweight body armor that I bought that I don't have yet. Not this stuff, but the other stuff. They are actually designing a belt similar to the Attack Pack Reaper belt, is what he told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, that's probably the best methodology. They may use the.
So that'll be the third belt like that won't ship.
So I was talking to somebody. It was one of our Patreons was asking me about the Axel Eclipse belt, and they said, hey, they ended up going Axel Eclipse. I guess they shipped it on a Monday, bought it on a Monday, shipped on a Wednesday. So maybe they fixed whatever butt pain they had in their logistics.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Or maybe they got crap. People got so angry they stopped buying it, and then they stopped making money. Well,
that was one thing that we were kind of joking about with Spiritus. Like, there was, they're sold out of everything, and all of a sudden they did this post of like, hey, we have 4,000 LV-119s we're sending to Ukraine. It's like, hey, what the hell? Where have those been?
Right.
For like 6 months.
Oh god, I've been looking for that exact thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, yeah,
that helped. Like, the mask looks so much worse from the back. Like, it just looks like the most uncomfortable thing ever.
It is. Don't you look at our foreheads when we're done? When we take these off, we always have like red marks on our forehead.
Oh, man.
What was the other video that you did this week? Oh, yeah, GBRS.
Yeah, GBRS, and then the Sporran Dangler. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
So you're right though. Even in your loadout, like, people were mad at it, and that's not even your review.
No.
And they were like, the reason why they do this is so it doesn't interrupt with your wetsuit. It's like,
yeah, sure. What? For when I'm swimming in the ocean with it. Like, okay.
Hey, mission dictates gear. We always say that.
Let me look at the number of people who are doing that. Like, oh, so all 3 guys doing that will have a belt to purchase.
Yeah. No, if more like, let me look at a map. Oh yeah. I live in the middle of the country.
I got a river close by. Maybe I'll buy a GBRS belt and just go do some backstrokes in the river. People will be like, "What the hell is that Yahoo doing out there?"
Using that
I
belt
got
for
the right
intended
belt.
purposes.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Don't worry,
guys. I got the right belt.
It's designed for this. It's designed for this, guys.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm just joining
Shadow
in.
Mancom 200. I'm doing a 300 blackout shorty build. I have one. I think it's a 10.5 inch barrel.
So I think we all have a 300 black.
I have a 7.5 inch barrel.
7.5.
Yeah, you shut your mouth. I love my 300 blackout. You can't find ammo right now, so I'm not shooting it.
Listen, mine performed poorly, but it's better now. But ammo is too stupid expensive.
Yeah, I'm not paying $2 a round for 300 blackout.
I'm not paying that much.
Like 300 blackout costs more than 6.5 Creed. Well, no, maybe not. It got that 6.5 got stupid expensive too.
You can find 300 blackout for a good price. I mean, not pre-COVID prices, but for post-COVID, some decent.
I would say this: if you're gonna silence it, go with 300 blackout. If you're not, go with 7.62 by 39.
Oh, is that Zach has a comment? It's at the bottom. He gave us a super chat.
Oh.
Yes, thank you.
But
Zach says, my attack pack belt shipped, but for some reason it left the state and now it's in Utah. I do not live in Utah.
The same thing happened to the other guy who had, like, the Archangels. It went some random place, and then it came back, and then it was like a child's belt.
And then a child's belt.
Yeah, that's right.
So Ironsight says we just got a 12.5 inch lightweight handguard for an AR build Midwest. I don't know if we're still on the Midwest kick.
Yeah, I don't know where that kick. I don't know where you're at. Go back to the top.
What? Ooh. Misfit says, what are the upcoming Danglers?
Ooh, so a bunch of really cool ones. Jason actually bought one. He hasn't even seen it yet. So we have the Tracer Tactical Duff pouch. We'll still have the Defense Mechanisms Dick pouch, which is the direct injury something or other. I don't know. It's funny. It's a funny acronym. So we have the one.
I want to buy that just for the acronym.
Oh, it's so funny. So we have that one. We have the Pharaoh Mini Dangler. We have the Spiritus one. There's a whole bunch. Oh, there's one for Raptor Tactical. There's a Raptor Tactical 3-in-1. That's a fantastic. There's a bunch. Like,
please not, Jason. Buy that and do a positive review on it, so I could say Jason loves the.
Which one?
D.
Yes, dude. Oh, you'll never live that down.
I just can't say I like it.
Just got it.
Paul Bravo says, so does the Dangler cover the angle of the dangle?
Yeah.
I love this. I love that because I think they're trolling Walsh right now, and Walsh hasn't caught on yet.
No, I'm like Biden. I don't have enough intelligence.
Hey, no politics.
Yeah, keep that out of here, Walsh. Shadow Man, hey, Welsh, did you ever put together the contact bag for the lightweight carrier from Defense Mechanisms?
I did. Yeah, so I have the recondite bag on the MEPC. Love that setup. I don't really like fixed bags. It's definitely still a team-based kind of thing, but you can do some really cool stuff because the Defense Mechanisms placard system. We all have one, the custom placard setups. You can actually then also connect those wrap systems into the rear recondite bag. So you can develop your own custom placard system that then goes on the back of the recondite bag. It could be mags, it could be just tools, it could be all kinds of stuff. So roll-ups. Really neat how you can even have like a backup placard on the back that you can then just switch out this one for this one, switch the whole system out, and then be like, okay, now you're ready to rock again. Really cool. And I like how it's all sectioned out. It's kind of like got these different pockets for everything. I'll show you all that too.
Raw Cookie says he went to a well-known knife store in the Smoky Mountains. Turns out they do guns. I shouldered the braced MPX and the FUD freaked out on me talking about how illegal it was to do. I would have put that back and left. Never gone in again.
Yep.
I've heard of these ranges that exist, and you guys can tell me about this. The HRT Dangler is kind of uggo. I've learned that also the reason it's in that shape is because they can actually hold 6x6 sight plate
for your dangle.
Yeah, for your dangle. Yeah. The Dangler protector. But okay, so I've heard of these FUD ranges, and you guys can tell me about these, where like you can only shoot a round like every 8 seconds or 10 seconds. Like you can't shoot any faster than that.
Yeah.
So
Or
all the
something like
range that I've gone to that have range officers, RSOs, they say around a second. They don't want any rapid firing. But I've never been kicked off a range, knock on wood, which is good.
Yeah. Okay.
Red Celt says,
But-
hopefully you won't show those danglers too much later.
There's only so much time in the day. But we try to get you everything. I mean, everybody wants to see so many things. It's
To
just
dangle your dangler. Like this, dude, this is going so off the rails. Enough about danglers. You're the only person that's really excited about it, Walsh.
These a-holes keep bringing it up.
No,
Like, I'm not
dude.
the one who's trying
They're
to talk
trolling
about it.
you, bro. They're trolling you.
If they are, they're going to get Dangler videos, and that's
Gross, Walsh.
yeah. Well, that's what
Gen
happens.
Z says, what do you
I'm only interested in
think
seeing
about-
one dangler video from here on out, and that's not Jason reviewing the DIC. Is that what it is? The DIC dangler. Because I'm buying him a patch that
Direct
says, I
entry
love
clip.
the DIC.
I love the yeah, we can make that happen.
I wonder if,
Yep,
I wonder
that's
if
happening.
Mechanisms can make a patch that says that. Probably.
You can mess
I
with
love
it.
the DIC. I
Gen
mean,
Z
why
is
would you not?
Right now. Be like,
What
Jesse,
do you guys
we got a
think
cool
about-
patch idea?
What do you guys think about PCC, pistol caliber carving, for more urban stuff? And what about a plate behind the dangler pouch for abdominal plate for added protection?
I'm not the one bringing this up, guys.
I know you're excited about it. So
Yeah.
I think PCC for urban is it's okay in some instances, not okay in others. So your pistol caliber isn't going to have any type of penetration when you're talking about an urban setting. You're probably dealing with more steel and concrete than you are with wood and
Right.
things like that. So you're not going to have any
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
penetration with your PCC.
But you may not want that. Like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, we
Yeah,
could
you
be
may not.
working house to house in an an
Right.
apartment complex. We don't want penetration. So then, yeah.
If we're talking
So,
about like
my
socioeconomic
idea-
collapse- Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. My idea of PCC, where it fits the best, is within my residence. Because I don't want to put projectile in my neighbor residence. I don't want it to go through like a million walls and stuff like that, right? That's my idea of the PCC. My PCC lives in my house. Like, I'll probably, besides going to the gun range and shooting it, I'll probably never take it out of my house. When I leave my house, I don't really care about that much, especially in an urban situation. And we're talking about, the collapse of the economy or whatever. I don't really care anymore. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
want to
think-
be able to shoot through wooden doors because I think there's somebody on the other side of it.
So I think it goes back to what we talk about all the time, like mission dictates gear. You got to figure out, what do you want when you're talking about an urban setting type of thing, or what is it
Yeah.
that you're looking for? If you don't care about penetration at all, and you're talking about, you're going to be confronting people 100 yards or less, then maybe a PCC is good for that. But if you're talking about the steel and concrete of buildings, maybe not.
Let me ask you
And then-
this: do you think the people in Ukraine would want a 5.56 rifle sent to them right now, or a PCC?
Yeah, that's a good.
In
that's
an
a good
urban
point.
environment.
Fighting is happening in urban environments.
They're not going to want a 9mm. That's not what they're going to want.
And also, like, it's so much more versatile too. Like, because then you can reach out. I mean, a 9mm PCC, 150 yards? I'd be proud of that shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, woohoo! But 150 with a rifle, like, you'd be like, Walsh, how'd you miss that? I'd be like, I'm an idiot. You know?
Well, there's a video that Iraq veteran 8888 did about how far can a 9mm kill, and it was punching holes through plywood at like 600 yards. But his holdover was like, he was aiming like 6 feet high or something
Yeah.
crazy. Out of
So I have
the
a red dot
6-inch
on mine.
6-inch barrel.
I have a red dot on mine, and I went to the range where there's small steel, like dinner plate size, and I'm trying to hit it at 120 yards, and it was a chore. It was like the fifth round finally hit, and then, excuse me, I knew my holdovers and everything, so then I could hit like 2 out of 3 rounds, 3 out of 5, somewhere around there. But It was a chore to get it to hit that dinner plate size at 120.
This is a good segue too. I saw this awesome video today that Pat McNamara was doing, and he was doing like a live chat or something. He was actually talking about how anyone that's a good pistol shooter is very likely to be a good rifle shooter, but it doesn't always work vice versa because, you know, it's so much more difficult. It's the same basic fundamentals of like, you know, the trigger pull and recoil control, but it's so much more difficult on a pistol. Like I never really trained rifle, and I can go shoot a rifle and it's just boring. Like it's like, well, whatever. But so it's interesting. Like you train in a pistol a whole bunch, and you can see how that translates over. But just training with a rifle, it doesn't. So I think it's just so much more difficult with the pistol that when you go to do more points and more control, it just becomes a lot simpler. I don't know. It was just really interesting. You had that to share.
So one good thing about the PCC, let me throw that in there. I would definitely grab that gun as a support gun. Like if you have a teenage kid that you've taken to the range and they know gun safety and stuff like that, and you feel confident giving them a gun, like give it to them. Or a spouse that doesn't shoot too much, like I would give them a PCC because it's a lot more manageable. It's smaller, it's lighter weight, less recoil. So when you need somebody to get your 6, then I would give them a PCC.
When you say like, hey, I got the door, so I got a PCC. Joe, you got the window with the rifle. I mean, sometimes it just makes sense with what you have too.
Yeah. So the second part of his question is a plate behind the Dangler pouch as an abdominal plate for protection. So I would say no. And the reason is I think it would limit your movement. I guess it depends on it.
Weird. Like you would run. Like the HRT Sporran lets you do that. And I didn't realize you could do that. I didn't even mention it in the review. That's probably what one of those rear pouches are for that I didn't even notice. You would be really running, doing some awkward stuff. I don't know how you'd be moving around with that. Like constant tapping you. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
But I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, that's true. What's up, Crow?
What up?
Misfit says, did the magnetic pouches come from S-Tech? Yeah, they do. They make them. Red Belt says he loves the magnets.
I love them. Magnets.
The dude was considering getting a GBRS, but went with Ferro instead. I haven't messed with the Ferro belt.
So I've heard bad things about the Ferro. I haven't played with it. I need to get one. One particularly bad thing I've heard is that the front sections don't necessarily connect up into the inner belt. There's one whole section that doesn't actually have any Velcro. So a problem you can run into is if you have a lot of weight on one side, it's just going to sag until it can connect up. Whereas all the ones we use and like are connected all the way around. It doesn't matter where you put the weight. It's not going to sag in any position. The Axle Eclipse does a fantastic job. You can put weight anywhere. You're not going to have that issue. Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, though. I've just heard people messaging me and complaining about that.
Right. Oh, he's talking about the sling. The Ferro sling, not the GBR sling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I like how you went on like a whole rant. Yeah, and then it's like, he's talking.
A-hole.
Red says he just ordered a True North MHA.
Ooh, so yeah, one thing I think we can talk about now, Jason, we have those I don't know if you have them nearby, those Alien Gear duty holsters.
I can grab it real quick. Hang on.
Well, whenever we're gonna try and see how they will those integrate in with the modular holster adapters too. So we got some of the Alien Gear Duty Force something or other.
I don't even know what it's called, but it's straight up a duty holster.
Yeah, straight up. Like there's no way around it. So I think Jason got the level 2. I ended up getting the level 3 retention one. It looks really pretty awesome. He's gonna be
although if I wore my Jenko jeans from the late 2000s, I could probably turn it into an ankle holster.
You probably could.
Yeah, dude, you couldn't even see my shoes in those jeans.
It's definitely meaty. Like it's got some meat. Which one you got, Jason?
I got yours.
Okay.
Level 3.
Yeah. So we're going to be showing you off. You tearing my box open?
Yep. You know.
Shut your mouth.
People are going to miss out on that whole unboxing experience.
So this is Walsh got the level 3. I know it looks like a mess, but it's pretty cool. So he's a lefty. So there's a button here that releases the hood, and then you have this lever here that releases the gun.
Why are you
The
lagging?
idea is,
I'm trying to show something.
as you come in with your thumb as a lefty, you hit both of those. Right? So you're releasing the hood and bringing that lever back all in one motion, grabbing your gun and pulling it out.
Now, if you miss the button for the hood, will it, like, can you force it open?
Just do the bottom one.
No, I don't think so.
Like, stick your thumb under the hood and pull up on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to break it. No, it's not coming out. It's not moving easily.
Yeah.
I think you should pull on
but
it.
it's such a big button. And it's so big. That's what she said.
Look what he got himself.
Jason loves the DIC.
Yeah.
So, and then Walsh also, he got the QD. So it's kind of cool, this little wedge system. Just.
But Jason, looking at the belt hangers, will that be able to? I guess you don't need to run it into the module.
Could, I think. I mean, it has screws.
You wouldn't need to. That would be it'd be a waste.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
And this, what about this piece can adjust down or up to depending on the belt size that you have.
Mm. Can you run a leg strap in that at all? Like, can you jerry rig it in there?
I don't know. I know that you can. I don't know how, because they have an option for a leg strap that you can buy.
Weird. Okay.
I just don't know how it works.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to playing with that.
Yeah. So those guys were super cool. They reached out to us. They asked if we'd like to do a review on one of them, and they were really cool about it. So far, great company. Everything is made. I asked them about it. Everything is made here in the U.S. Not too far from me, actually. So they told me, hey, if you want, we could schedule a time for you to come and do a tour of the factory, which I'm going to try to take them up on sometime soon.
Yeah, dude, document that. You need to make that a video. Yeah, it's funny because I've been running them for roughly 10 years now.
Yeah, you got me hooked when they had their Gen 2 inside the waistband holsters.
Yeah.
That's what I ran forever. You told me about I ran that for years.
Look, it's what I literally carry every day.
You had it on him. Like, he's like, there's a couple things I have on me: Rocky boots and a stealth gear holster and the knife.
Alien gear.
And there's alien gears.
But I will say that for any of the viewer, if you ever buy alien gear, the second you get it in the mail, take out every single screw, put Loctite on it, and put it back in, because your screw will fall out.
So that Rapid Force holster comes with a little kit of goodies, including
Loctite. Weird.
Yep. So yeah, highly recommend it. I was actually doing an undercover op one time when one of the screws had come out, and I was like, I had to go to a gun store and buy a Blade Tech holster. I was traveling, so I wasn't close to home. That was very frustrating. So yeah, highly recommend.
I told you,
love the holster, but Loctite.
Somebody I worked with, the belt loop, just the screw fell out, and we were in the airport. I told you all that.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
Rock Cookie Dough says, I don't care for PCC as 300 Blackout does something similar and goes through my 30 cal can. 300 Blackout suppressed, and when you use subsonic ammo, is amazing.
Winner. Like, that's what I said. If you're going to suppress it, 300 Blackout. If you're not going to suppress it, then build a 7.62 by 39. Problem solved. Both of them shoot great out of shorter length barrels. I own both. 7.62 by 39 is a lot cheaper to buy.
Yeah. Misfit says AWS and Axle seem to be the best value in belts.
Yeah. AWS is the OEM for Ronin, so if you don't care about having the Ronin name, you have the exact same belt. Axle is just a stupid good price for a good belt. As much as I was complaining about them a lot. They were super nice to us at the beginning. I kind of felt bad for selling a belt, and then it turned into this fiasco. But now it seems like they have it fixed, so I'm back on the Axle train. Maybe I'll tell Jake. I'll send him a gift basket or something.
Dude, I was part of that. Like, I watched your video, and I literally said I'm buying this belt. And like within, I don't know, a month of watching your review, I bought the belt. and I had to wait 3 months. And I stand by my decision today that I'm still glad that I bought it. Like, there was nothing on the market like this. I love this thing for like just over $100. Dude, I don't care. If it could have came in just today, as long as they told me about it, you know, I'd be okay with it.
And with that low profile EDC belt from Warrior Poet Society,
dude,
so the whole system is money.
It's money, and it's so light. Like, I hand this to people with all this stuff on it, with a holster, with cuffs on it, with my pouches on it. I hand this to somebody, and they're like, "What the heck?" Yeah. Like, with this stuff on it, it's. I'm not gonna make wild claim, but it's got to be close to as heavy as a normal belt empty.
Yeah, that's my favorite outer belt. It's still my absolute favorite.
I like it.
So far.
I'll wait.
Red Count says he uses the magnets to hold his multi-tool while working with both hands so he doesn't have to put it in the dirt. Smart.
There you go.
Ironside Army says he just ordered a chest rig / placard from Unobtainium.
I don't know who that is, but I'll look it up.
Yeah. Zach says, I forgot all about the Valhalla tactical pouches.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for.
There's just some small changes.
Cook says, Agilite pincher placards are my new favorite. Just wish they made some in AR-10 size.
Maybe we'll tell them
interesting. Yeah.
These actually look pretty good. Hold on, see if I can pull this up. This Unobtainium gear. This looks pretty nice. It doesn't look like it's mostly chest rigs. It looks like.
Right up your alley.
This guy. This Sleds placard looks pretty cool. Looks like it uses some of the Tegris and everything else. I had an issue though. I had a Tegris when I did on the Ronin pouch, and the Tegris it made more of a problem than anything else, where it didn't have any sort of retention at all. Everything just spilled out of it. So yeah, I'd be curious. They look cool though. This looks kind of cool. I don't know what I'd use it for, but it looks cool. Anyway, sorry, got off on a tangent.
Always.
Back to what we're doing.
Quarantine Catholic says, what are your favorite battle belts and what are your favorite colors for belt and other items and why? So I think we probably hit on that with the Axle. I don't own an Axle Eclipse. I'm the only one on the team that doesn't own one. And I refuse to.
Yeah, so if I went in
answer the question. Answer the question now, Jason. You start.
So my favorite battle belt, it kind of goes back to what we say all the time, like mission dictates gear. So for my duty belt, I use a backpack shooter's belt in multicam. I have everything on multicam. No real reason why. I just like the design of multicam. I think if I had to choose a solid color, I'd probably go with Coyote, but that's just my area is kind of deserty. If I was to do like a belt around to have for when I hear bumps in the night, it's the Tacticon belt. It's super cheap. Amazon, it's like $30, and I have it loaded up with S-Tac pouches, my Safariland holster, and that's the belt that I could just throw on my pajamas if I wanted to, and go. I could throw it over my chon-chons and go clear the house.
So I'll say number 1 is the Axle Eclipse. Number 2, Ronin Senshi, just because the Axle is cheap, it's light, it's super light. The Ronin Senshi, I beat that thing to oblivion, and it looks brand new. So I love that one. It's a little bit pricey, so you could still go with the AWS, but like the Tacticon belt's a great option. I like multicam just because we're more on the military aspect of things, so it's more like acceptable for us too. But I think wearing just regular black is perfectly fine. Most people I see who are civilians would do just black, or even like Ranger green or something.
Yeah.
Inner belt, though, I'll say this, and if someone's asking about what's their favorite inner belt, it's going to come up. We all run the same one. There's no contest as to what the best inner belt is. There's not even a number 2. There's a number 1, and that's it. And that's the Warrior Poet Society low profile inner EDC belt. There is no one who's even competing with that right now.
Yeah.
And it's made by who?
Warrior Poet Society.
Blue Alpha.
Oh, Blue Alpha.
Blue Alpha.
Sorry.
So if you don't want, I don't know why you wouldn't. I like Mr. Lovell. Yeah. I like him. I want to support him. So I went through his store to buy mine.
Okay,
But,
Joe. What about you for belts? What are your favorites?
I gotta say the Axle, just because I don't own a whole bunch like you crazy guy do. But I've had a couple duty belts and stuff, and the Axle is just so much lighter. I do wish that it had a different buckle, like this buckle, and the way that it latches in, it kind of meh. It's
Well,
it's all right. It's
you
doable.
can change it. Like, and that's the only one of the only ones you could change it.
Yeah, you can change it, but you have to stick with a 1 inch, and that's kind of my problem. I don't really like the 1 inch strap on it, but other than that, I love the way that it's light and it seemed really durable with that Tegris on it, and the price was right. I am a cheapo. For my area, go outside in a normal day, not when it's snowing. If you're outside when it's snowing, then white is obviously your best camo. But go outside in the summer, spring, fall, and just start like trying to pick out colors. Like, oh, there's some brown and some brown and some brown. Oh, you must live in the high desert like I do. There's a lot of brown. Every once in a while, there'll be a little bit of green and spots of lighter and darker brown. That's exactly what multicam is. So I run multicam, or like not Jason does, tan. So if I don't have the option, I run tan, and then I integrate multicam into it because this is more realistic on my area. There's a lot of tan color and then little bits of shrubbery or life, signs of life. That's why I run it. If you live in the city, multicam probably not your friend. Just letting you know.
Yeah, wolf gray. Or
I'd run a darker color. Yeah, black,
yeah.
gray. I'd run something like
gray.
that.
Yeah.
Yep, in the city. Even multicam black like that, you could definitely get away with multicam black like this in the city. But
yeah, like you can see, like even just look at just show as a good example. Like look at the contrast in colors between both of both Joe and I are wearing a black shirt, but look how much this sticks out to the eye. And then look at Joe, you're like, okay, he's wearing something. Like look at me, you're like that dude's wearing a blank carrier. So, yeah. Multicam black.
So guys, we're sorry, we're over an hour and 15 minutes, so we're gonna hit just member only chats for the rest of the night. No offense to anyone else, we're running out of time.
We love you too.
Give some love.
We do. Ironside Army says Archangel got a belt for a 10-year-old. So for those of you that are on our Discord, Archangel, I haven't seen him comment tonight. Maybe I missed it.
12 inches wide.
Yeah, so he ordered an attack pack belt, and he was all excited. At issue, he was like, "I got mine before Walsh, woo!" And then he's like, "Bro, what is this? This is like for a 10-year-old."
It was
great.
A thigh strap. It was a thigh strap.
Guy that got the quick axle product is like saying playing the lotto is a good idea. Somebody gets lucky, but it's not going to be you.
It's true. But hey, I was kind of surprised. I've seen some pictures of them too, showing like, hey, we actually have supply now. They never really addressed the supply chain issues, which I think that's a better customer service, a better community interaction when you actually go back and say, hey, we screwed up, but we fixed things, instead of just being like, hey, we got more belts. Nothing. We're not going to talk about what happened for 6 months.
Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Harry says, what's the average size of a Dangler? Asking for a friend. Depends on genetics.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Waltz. You want to answer that like with a legit answer?
Motion in the ocean, I guess.
No, like with a legitimate answer. Like you're always looking for excuses to talk about Dangler. So
I don't know the answer.
You realize that they're trolling you on that one. Is that what you're saying?
I love that. Yeah, I may have recognized that.
So Misfit says a range near him doesn't allow AR pistols because they are too loud. It's an outdoor range. Shaking my head. So we were kind of joking about. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was some politician that's doing like a gun drive, and they're going to donate these guns that they collect in New York to send to Ukraine. And Walsh took a picture. Like, can you imagine like cracking open a crate and there's a like featureless AR-15 with like a 10-round magazine that you can't remove?
Yeah,
like, here you go.
You got to unpin it and break it apart to reload it.
Thanks.
A pump action AR.
I might as well just use this thing as a club.
Joe was like,
10 rounds.
they'll shoot 10 rounds and just throw it to the ground because it's just like it's not worth it.
Yeah, not Jason said that. Just shoot the 10 round and throw it away. Like,
yep. Iron Sight says you're not allowed to draw from a holster at the local range in my city.
A lot of range are like that, and that's kind of think about it. And good, it sucks for experienced people, but you don't want to be standing next to somebody that learning how to draw from the holster and hasn't practiced their dry fire. So
we have a local. Oh, sorry.
Concealed carry only could draw from a holster. They were the only ones. You had to have a concealed carry permit to be able to draw from a holster. Sorry.
Oh, I like that rule. I like that rule.
We have our local indoor range. You're allowed to draw. Anybody is allowed to draw from the holster as long as you let the RSO know. And what he wants you to, what they do there is they come in, they watch you like unload your gun. They watch you draw from the holster empty a couple times. They watch you draw from the holster and dry fire a couple times. And then they watch you draw from the holster and shoot. And once that, then they put a note in the system. You're good to go from that point on.
Oh, that's a good way of doing it too.
That's cool too. I like that. So it's not that you can't; it's just you have to show you're proficient, which I like.
Yeah.
I don't want to bunch of ding dong just draw like.
Yeah, it might be worth it to bring it up to them and say, hey, I really want to practice this. Is there a way that I can have one of you guys watch me to see if it's like you're okay with how I'm doing stuff, and then I could dry fire or I can.
But think about it, like somebody's gonna come in with like if you don't just make a blanket rule, somebody's gonna come in with a jacket on and a shoulder rig, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa!"
just flag everyone.
That's how it would be. You know it, or like mine, small the back.
Yeah.
So Croak says local state range here in Florida has a 30 round a minute rate of fire, and I had an RO ask for my tax stamp there once with an SBA 3 brace 12-inch Grendel. Yeah, I would say. Like
never coming back in. That's just like car salesmen that don't know the cars that they're selling. Some people that work in the gun industry don't know anything about guns, or politicians don't know laws. Yeah.
I had one. So I was out shooting, and I was just shooting fairly quickly. I think I don't know what I was doing, testing triggers or optics or something, and I was just like ripping through shots, just ripping. And one of the guys show up at the range, and they're kind of fuddy sometimes, but they're like, "Hey, just to give you a heads up, you're supposed to let us know at the front if you're shooting automatic weapons. It's okay if you have them. We just need to see your stamps and everything." I'm like, I like cracked open, like, "Nah, man, this is mil spec. I'm like, it's just normal. Yeah. Like I'm just shooting." Like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, well,
that's cool. Yeah. So anybody, I don't know if you have gun clubs around you, but gun club ranges normally don't have RSOs. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. You got to pay a fee.
Join a gun club.
Might be worth it.
Yeah. Yep. Usually it's cheaper than the range too.
Zach says, is this hypothetical PCC a 5.7? Ooh, now we're switching up the dynamics a little bit. You get like a PS90 or something in there?
But
Joe
I would
want
still,
that in the urban setting.
Not really, dude. I would still rather throw 223 in it because if I stumble upon ammo, the chances are
it's gonna be 223.
It's not going to be 5.7.
I'll admonish myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not a place for though. If that's what you train on, that's what you want to run it, dude. I would rather have somebody stand next to me with a 5.7 than nothing.
Yeah. So here's Case Sizzle's. He's basically saying what you're saying. So the reason a PCC should be considered is for its capability of being extremely compact. A great example of this, if you guys ever go and watch the video of when Ronald Reagan was shot, like the guy pulls out his gun, he shoots the Secret Service guy, he shoots, I forget what it was, like chief of staff or someone on Reagan's staff, and then he shoots Reagan, and next thing you know, you see a Secret Service guy, like he's got an Uzi out. He's just got an Uzi. Like, these are back in the day when these guys were wearing like skinny jeans and skinny jackets. And like, where the hell did that Uzi come from? So
it was under a suit jacket.
Yeah. Yep. But he says, otherwise, go with a rifle caliber. You can get a rifle caliber in a compact package as well, just not as compact. So
but in my house, I don't want a rifle. I live in an urban, and I live in a subdivision. The neighbor house is maybe 20 feet from my house. I don't want to shoot a 308 inside the house. Yeah. That's why I use my 9mm. And I don't necessarily want a pistol when I'm clearing my house. That's just the way I've trained, right? I've trained more with a rifle than anything, unlike Walsh. So my PCC and just money. And Walsh one time said that he could outshoot me with a pistol or keep up with me with a pistol and me with a PCC.
I take that back now. There's no way. There's even myself. There's no way I would be as fast as like with my Tribog than with a pistol. There's no way. 0%.
Because I took that comment and we were at the gun range one time and you know, Sean from We Like Shooting, he's a great shot, dude. For civilian, no military experience, he's awesome at it. He could outshoot me in pistol, and I'm like, hey, let's go to a dueling tree real quick. I want to see if Walsh has, you know, maybe I'm just overconfident in myself. And yeah, I destroyed him on that dueling tree with the PCC.
I would wreck something. I'm with you.
Not to mention on a dueling tree, like you're gonna run out of ammo and I'm gonna win.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Having spent more time with it, just going from like being really, really good with a pistol and then switching over to a rifle. Now you're really, really good. You're way better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you're way better. It's like, oh yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer, but I grab when I'm clearing room and stuff. You're not supposed to. I don't care. I grab my magazine well and pull it in. If I'm like super short and super compact, clearing my house, I'd way rather do it with a PCC. Though, what I'm saying.
So I gotta break our rule real quick and just say medic.
Medic.
I thought he was a member. He may be a Patreon, so he's good. I don't know if he's on Patreon or on members, but he's on one.
You're a doctor.
Yeah.
So, and we're kind of running out of time. We might have to just skip through some of these.
Yeah, we got to talk about what we got coming up. You guys got some stuff.
Yeah. So let me. So real quick, K-Sizzle says Mil-Spec Mojo touched on alien gear duty holster. Looks good.
I want to comment on that. Me and Jason talked about how those alien gear holsters were all over SHOT Show. I was like, hey man, I wonder when we're gonna get to see one of those. I bet you they're gonna be talking to us because they were really wanting to get those holsters out in the market. So when they reached out to us, I was like, I'm not surprised. Like if they got a good product, they're wanting to get it out there.
So Croak says seems like an awfully complicated alternative to a Safariland optic ready holster. It might be. I will say, just messing with this, having a Safariland optic ready holster, I feel like this is so much smoother. I don't have it on a belt. I don't have my gun in it and practicing drawing, but it just feels a lot smoother than the Safariland holster.
Well, my Safariland, my duty Safariland, I had to buy the little nub to make the release bigger, dude, because I was like, there are a couple times that I missed the release, and I'm not okay with that.
Remember when I opened that nub and you told me how stupid that was, and now you bought one and didn't tell me about it till now?
Yeah. I mean, this thing is just that button is. There's no way you can miss that for the hood release.
Yeah, and the button, it's even when you extend it on a Safariland. I love Safariland. Don't get me wrong. I have a drop leg. I wore it in battle. It's good to go. I love that holster, but with that retention with the thumb release, my drop leg had a hood, and that was easy to open. But that little tiny sliver of a button, and then you spend like $35 on that little piece of metal, and you bolt it to the outside, all chintzy like, and it makes it bigger, but it's still only like 25% of that alien gear.
Still not, yeah. I will try that. So we'll end up having both, so we'll be able to show off. Like, maybe we'll do a video where we'll all talk about our thoughts on the comparison. We'll see what I think, then what Jason thinks, and Joe thinks, and that'll be a cool little video. For
the only member of the team that has an issue, they only make it for 3 guns right now. Just heads up. And I don't own any of them 3 guns. So I'm either going to have to modify the holster to fit an IPA 40+40, or I'm going to have to buy a new gun.
Oh,
hey.
Oh,
babe, I got to buy the gun. Why do you got to buy the gun? Because I need it for the holster.
I need it for this video. I got it. That's funny.
K-Still says, I think they're in Post Falls here in Idaho. Yep, they are, and they're not too far from me. So I'm gonna try to set it up sometime soon to go up there and do some videoing. It'd be nice.
I miss Idaho, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Misfit says, I got a sled placard from Unobtainium coming in. It's going to be my low pro LE police gear carrier. I legit fell asleep in it this afternoon with my 3A soft plates. Nice.
380 would be awesome in that. Like that would be a great rig. That would be awesome.
I mean, these plates are they're stupid.
Is that those thin ones?
These are the super thin ones. Yeah, hang on.
Oh.
It's just cardboard. He's not really wearing plates.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, though.
How many people did that in the military?
Wow. That's
So
is that the 3 or 4?
It's 3. It's 3A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whew.
Dude, I have it. That's supposed to stop 357 mag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 357 mag sitting upstairs in the wife's bedroom.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what deformation would be like in the backside of it.
Yeah, and I'm really curious to see how many.
Well, they said there was no back face deform, like the back face deformation was minimal because they're using carbon fiber.
So this isn't Chrome USA.
Oh, I thought it was Chrome.
No, this is Dynamic Products and Solutions.
Dude, reach out, email them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Get me a couple.
Hey, Jason.
I don't even need any wear.
We're over an hour and a half. I apologize, guys. So I have this Sunday. I have the Kanai plate carrier, Kanai Vicarian plate carrier video that will be dropping this Sunday. That's what I got coming up. And then Grayman Tactical, the panels that you see that go into, they install into the back of your front seats. So I have a couple of those from those guys with a bunch of cool attachments that go on those. So we'll be doing an install. That'll be later in the month, later in March. Joseph.
Yeah, it's the video that I told you all about. Finally my turn, and I'm up. So Walsh and not Jason have been so busy making all the video that we actually have a waiting list for video between us. So they jumped me kind of in front because I finally made a video, and I'm gonna spray paint my budget build.
Pretty cool. Pretty good
in the video, it's already spray painted upstairs. It turned out awesome, but you're gonna see it, and it's boring and long. But if you want to spray paint a rifle, maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. Tell me what I did wrong, tell me what I did right, or tell me whatever in the comments.
I got 2 coming for you, not this weekend, but next week. I did a little vote on the YouTube, so you can still go on there and vote. The leading ones right now are the OpsCore solder mask, like how it all connects up with all the different pieces.
Oh, we're going to do the Bane mask voice again?
So maybe we made it. So they want to see the Bane mask. Goes between the Bane mask and the HoloSun 507C versus the Primary Arms 507C ACSS.
That one.
Yeah, and I think that's going leading. That's one.
Am I allowed to vote, or is that like a giveaway thing?
You can go vote, and then but the main feature for the Sunday is actually going to be this Javelin Concepts Jack Pack. So don't forget, we have a discount code for Javelin Concepts. You'll never guess what it is. It's TLDCO. But I love this. We've been talking about this forever. Like having an actual rear pack that you can get to yourself and just take off like that easily. And then
I don't like that.
Get to extra equipment. You don't like it that way?
No, dude, because I can't stash my fruit roll-ups in your backpack. This is stupid.
Walsh isn't good enough, but then even putting it on is just as easy. So I'll be showing this as kind of our main feature next weekend.
Yeah, and so one last thing before we close out. So for those of you that are not on our Discord, I threw the link in our chat, and then there's also the Telegram deals. I would say you don't have to join both, one or the other. We have a bot that links any deals that I post on the Telegram to the Discord. Shout out to Caleb F for helping us out with that. But that's where we post deals that I find and things like that. And we also on our Discord have a list of all the websites that we have discount codes for and what those discount codes are. All right. Wow. Hour and a half, guys. We do this every Thursday. We're so appreciative of you guys coming out here. Any last words from Walsh?
I do. I have one last thing. So if you not just review, but if you want to see them, reach out to a company if they'll work with them and get a discount code for y'all, let us know. Sometimes we're not tracking that. So let us know what company that you're like, oh man, I really wish TLD had a discount code for X.
Company X, yeah.
We'll ask them. Sometimes they'll say no, but we'll ask them.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna reach out for our viewers.
Yep. All right, guys. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything you guys do, and we always continue to chat over on Discord. If you guys want to join us there, We'll see you over there. All right.